say what you wanted to say today.
Okay, so let's start first. Everything is about Donald Trump and the abbreviation that you get with Q called D-class or DECLAS. And DECLAS is code or an abbreviation for D-class, and D-class is short for declassify. So the main people behind all of this have been the NSA, because once the military was given access to all of this, cameras everywhere and spying technology everywhere,
access to your cell phones,
and access to everything about you. As soon as that information became available, a group of people within the military said, "This is our chance. There is a moment in time and we must act upon this," because what they don't seem to get, and by that meaning the minions who are running things for whoever is hidden in the background, what these minions don't seem to get is that they're just as vulnerable as we are. And so what has been going on, my friends, since 9/11? So remember 9/11, how evil that is, and it was evil. You know, the cremation of care, 11, the twin pillars, that's the two temples of your brain, and 9 is God consciousness, and it was the killing of God on September 11th, 2001. That's the symbology of it. And they were laying out for us in plain sight what they were about to do and finish. And the coronavirus, through 5G towers, 5G wireless, that's right, this wireless signal was their coup de grace, was their kill shot. That was going to be the kill shot for us. And everything went wrong when Hillary didn't win that election. And what you all need to wrap your minds around is that they still to this day don't understand how they lost that election in 2016, November 2016 to Donald Trump. They don't know how, because it was rigged. It was rigged in their favor. The machines were rigged in all the key states. And that's why that Trump actually won in a landslide. If the machines, California, out west, key states were all rigged for Clinton. That's why as the night went on, she started to catch up a little bit. No, it was a runaway for Trump across the entire land, but they had it rigged for a massive Hillary victory. And if that had happened, we'd already be in these FEMA camps. We'd already be locked in our homes. Those of us that didn't comply to that would be in FEMA camps or in body bags. So this was it. This was it. This is the plan. So it all starts with the symbol D-class, declassify. This comes from the NSA. They have been spying on them and they have it all. Nothing can stop this plan. Nothing can stop what's coming because they have everything. And Julian Assange has been a big player in doing that. And eventually when the truth comes out about Julian Assange, you'll go, "Oh, I should have noticed that. Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, I should have picked up on that, but I didn't." So you'll see. I don't want to give too much away. But Assange, number one is declassified.
Was Assange really under arrest, or was that some kind of ruse?
All part of a ruse for the mainstream media to buy into it and to brand him a certain way and stuff. So yeah, he's played a very dangerous role. None of this has been safe and easy for Julian Assange. It hasn't. He's been at risk. He's put himself at risk, but then that whole family has. That whole family has. And there's much more to this family that we're talking about that is yet to come. You don't know all of it yet. You don't know who's coming out next, because there's going to be another person in this family that's going to be able to shine in the coming months, because this is all about technology at the end of the day. So we'll get to that later. Now, number one, so all of this plan, they took all of this information. Trump, by the way, folks, didn't do anything, although Attorney General Barr was placed well in advance to be kind of like a fly on the wall for the CIA. They realized a long time ago from the Kennedys that the CIA was too far gone and too dangerous to try and take down, and too many tentacles out there. So they haven't even tried to take down the CIA. They have just cut them off. The CIA is what it always has been. It's just in plain sight now. They are a rogue agency. They always have been a rogue agency. They exist for the 13 families. That's all they exist for. That's all they answer to. So. But A.G. Barr was put there as in a special position as a fly on the wall, and he's gleaned a lot of information that has been valuable in helping them understand the CIA's role in all of this and what they were likely to do when this all came down. Okay, so remember that. So D-class is everything because the NSA has everything. Okay, so Trump is armed with everything by June of 2017. So this is only 6 months in office and little underneath that. And Trump has, for the most part, cleaned most of the swamp, restructured the DOJ and the FBI, which is most important, and some other key offices closer to home, closer to the president, were all cleaned up, and the proper people that they had waiting in the wings were put there. Okay, so in the summer of 2017, it began. Where did Trump go first? He went to Saudi Arabia. And there he went and paid a visit to the Crown Prince. Now, let me just go back, and I apologize to everyone because I just have had so many names in my head here. But Al-Walid it was the Crown Prince at that time. Now, he got right into the whole adrenochrome thing and the harvesting of children, and Saudi Arabia began to put in massive tunnel networks underneath the ground. This is all because this Al-Walid got sucked in by the cabal, the 13 families, as a huge player, one of the three main arms of their weaponry. So he was exalted with enormous power amongst the minions. Al-Walid became one of the key minions by going really evil. And there are a lot of Saudis that didn't like this. They knew what was going on and they didn't like it. You can say whatever you want about some of their other beliefs and stuff, but there's a lot of people that draw lines with children. And so that's what he did, and this is why he needed to be taken down. And there are articles everywhere. You do your own research. The CBS News even did an article, and we're talking about weeks after Trump came and on his visit in July of 2017 to Saudi Arabia. After Trump left, that's when the arrests happened, and Al-Walid was arrested, taken down, and in his place was bin Salman. And bin Salman is somebody who was not okay with what Al-Walid was doing. Now, a bit of a backstory quickly here, because we got so much to go through, but Al-Walid is the one that sort of handpicked Barack Obama as somebody that they could work with and exalt into power, and he's the guy that funded, and that's why Obama has this real kind of Muslim background and sort of the whole Middle Eastern kind of thing with his name and all of it, is because it was this Crown Prince Al-Walid of Saudi Arabia that decided to make Obama the one that they were going to turn into this linchpin of U.S. presidents. And so he funded Obama. And so Obama, if you're not aware of this, as a kid, Obama was passed around as a sex toy at some of these bigger gatherings of powerful men, and so he was sodomized, and so it explains a lot about Barack Obama, but it doesn't excuse him for anything. But just suffice to know that he had a rough upbringing, for sure. And so he was ripe for the picking, and they chose him. And so Al-Walid funded him. And this is the same Saudi Crown Prince that got Saudi Arabia heavily invested into adrenochrome and child trafficking and the setup and the murder